Hey everybody, in this video, as a continuation of the previous video, I want to show you what it looks like to install a plugin that was generated by Polly in ChatGPT. So we'll go ahead and grab this URL here, and then we'll go to OpenAI. And here you do need to have developer access to be able to create your own plugins. So as a consumer, you'll probably just see the result of this inside the marketplace. However, as a developer, you should have the ability to go to plugins and then be able to go to the plugin store. And then inside the plugin store, you should have the ability to develop your own plugin. And here is where you basically paste this endpoint. So what's happening here is that OpenAI is now going to Polly, pulling out the information it needs, and then it's creating an entry for this plugin. And you can see it's found our plugin here. It's got information about it. You can actually view the manifest file. So this is the document that's generated by Polly when we create that plugin, one of the two documents. And then here you do need to enter a service token. So this is basically a Polly API key that's going to be used on behalf of this plugin. Now, the best practice here is to generate a key per plugin or per application. But in my case here, I'm just going to use a key that I'm going to then deactivate right after this demo. So I go ahead and paste in my key and hit next. And here OpenAI generates its own key, which is basically used for kind of two-way authentication. I'll go ahead and copy this OpenAI key. And here inside Postman, we basically just need to make an update to this endpoint. This endpoint will change a little bit. We don't support patch at the moment, so we just basically post with the same slug. This might change by the time that you're viewing it. So here in the auth token, we'll basically paste the key that OpenAI gave us. And then we'll just do another post. And we can see that the ID has stayed the same, and that now we have this auth token stored. So now I can go ahead and verify the token. And we have the ability to install it up to 15 developers to test it out. So you're welcome to share this plugin with others. The way you share it is that same endpoint that you use to register it with OpenAI. And then you can go through the publication steps if you want to make it public for everybody in the marketplace. So I'll go ahead and just say install for me and continue and install. And now we have our t-shirt store plugin, and it's already enabled by default. And so now I can ask a question like, for example, hello, can you help me order a t-shirt? So the same flow we did in the last video, just instead of through an API, we're doing it through the ChatGPT UI here. So I'll go ahead and get a head start on this. I'll go ahead and put my name, 123 Fake Street. Okay. We'll send it over the information it's asked for. Now it decides to use the plugin, so you can see it through this little pill with the drop down. You can actually see what's happening behind the scenes. So it's made the call with this information that our function is expecting. You can see that these correspond to the arguments of the custom function that we created, and you can see the information that comes back. Note that this is really the instructions to the AI, and so you could see that, hey, it's been placed successfully, and then you could see that it says, hey, you can reach out at this number which came through this message if you need any additional assistance, right? So it's definitely taking these hints into consideration when it's going ahead and generating this request. Cool. Well, with that, that concludes this video and this series, and then I hope you'll enjoy the videos next up around how this was all configured and created, how Poly was set up to basically get to this developer experience, and then after that a few videos on how you can gain visibility into what's happening behind the scenes, both in terms of logs and errors in this flow. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the next set of videos.